Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I wanted to do a little video for you guys here on improvising and SHTF scavenging, as it were. Now, the modern preparedness game has a lot of buying and selling in it, and that's all well and good. But if if something comes along where you're separated from your preps, or things are destroyed, or you have to improvise something because of unforeseen circumstances, that whole problem aspect of preparedness is something that I don't think gets talked about enough. Being able to think on your feet and solve problems. I'm going to show you guys a little tip and trick here with batteries that you guys can put in your toolbox. And if ever that situation happens to you, you can possibly use this to help you out. And then the other half of this video is to talk a little bit about radio. AM/FM radio is something that I don't think people talk about enough in preparedness, because you can still get a lot of news and information with just little AM/FM radios. And I've read a lot of accounts over the years where there was natural disasters, wars, conflict, that kind of stuff, where people were literally risking their lives to get some information. And if you would have a small radio where you could make that work, you might be able to get that information a lot safer than you could going out and trying to get information, from other sources or whatnot. And it goes back to the old timers to a certain extent. The old timers always had multiple radios on the old farms and stuff. Most old farmhouses would have 2 or 3 radios in different rooms. And another thing, the old men would almost all of them carried some type of small transistor radio in a shirt pocket, in their lunchbox, whatever, so they could get news, they could get weather, they could listen to the game. I wish I still had some of those old radios that had sort of the blue plastic and the Art Deco look to them, from like the 50s, and that's where a lot of these radios come from. So I think it is very prudent to have small portable radios in your preps, and multiples of them, because they can be loaned out, used, thrown in vehicles, thrown in bags, whatever. But batteries is what I wanted to talk to you guys about here. And batteries, AA's, AAA's, DC batteries are 1.5 volt batteries, and sometimes you can improvise those to work in other devices. I did a video on that a while back, showing how to use like AAA batteries and a AA battery device using aluminum foil. And I will actually put a link in the description for that video for you guys as well. But what I'm going to show you today here with my little one of my little radios that I bought here, this guy takes 2 AA batteries. But what if you can't find AA batteries? What if you turn the radio on, the batteries are dead, or something's corroded and you don't have the right batteries to make your little radio work? So I'm going to show you guys how to rig some D batteries, like these guys right here, to make this work. And basically all that I did with this is I took some alligator clamps right here with my leads on there, where I got the stripped wire and a little bit of electrical tape, and I rigged up a battery pack to run that little radio if something like that took place. So anyway, I'm going to take the camera down here, I'm going to turn it around, I'm going to show you guys how this works, and then I'm going to show you real quick how I put this all together. All right, guys, you can see here I got my improvised battery pack with my negative wire on the bottom, and my 2D batteries taped together in the orientation that they would be in the actual radio here. And the black wire with the tapered nose on that alligator clip will go into that spring nicely. They kind of made up pretty snug. And then I've got my my positive here, or my red wire. I'm going to make my connection on this lead right here. Then hopefully you guys can see the indicator light in there, and you can hear the radio fire up. And there you have it. It's just a pretty simple way of improvising some batteries. If something would happen, if you got a couple of good D or C batteries, you can improvise them for other devices. If like the AA batteries aren't available, or they happen to be dead in the device. I'm gonna take this apart here real quick, and I'm going to show you how I put these guys together, so you guys know how to do this in case situation ever would warrant it. All right, guys, I'm going to show you quick here how I put this together. And all I used was a little electrical tape and a needle nose pliers with a wire cutters. And I took my 2D batteries, pushed them together so they made contact. And I took my electrical tape and I taped them together to make a battery pack that looks like that. And then my black wire, which is your negative wire, I taped that on the bottom or the smooth side of the battery pack, and the positive or red wire, I taped that onto the top of the battery where the little bump is to hold that all in place, and then that's what I use to connect the leads there on the radio to get the radio to work. So it's just a quick way to improvise that. And then it's also really quick to take it down, because of course if you're scavenging batteries, you don't want those batteries to die, and you don't want to leave it hooked up past after you got your news and information, because you want to conserve that energy. So then all you do is take the tape off of there and take the leads off, and then you can put your stuff away. And if you're fortunate enough to purchase a roll of electrical tape that comes in one of these little plastic electrical containers, you can take your electrical tape, pop it back into that container along with the wires and the alligator clips, and then you can close that up and throw that into a toolbox or something with your prep, so you got that there. And then of course this also has other uses. That electrical tape in there can be used for a bunch of different uses, from first aid and other reasons as well. But I just wanted to show you guys this little tip here, a little trick on how to make the wrong size batteries work in other devices, just in case that situation ever comes up. It kind of switches everybody's mindset over to more of that problem-solving aspect of preparedness. And it's not always about buying stuff. Sometimes it's about using your ingenuity and using what you have on hand. Anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information and a little entertainment out of this video as always, and you guys have a good one.